have some questions for you, and you are not leaving this city until they are answered.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're looking at the most glaring oversights in Disney films.
Excuse me? Are you looking at me? Did you rub my lamp? Did you wake me up? Did you bring me here?
Number 20. What do the dwarfs do with the gems? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Dig, 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 you're mine the whole day through. To dig, 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 dig is what we like to do.
Disney wasn't the first to depict dwarves as miners. The connection dates back at least as far as ancient Norse mythology. When we're first introduced to the Seven Dwarfs, they're mining for gems in a cave not far from their home.
It ain't no trick to get rich quick if you dig, dig, dig with a shovel or a pick.
At the end of the workday, they stash their treasure away in a vault. But then what? They don't seem to be selling many of the gems, since they're all living in a tiny, humble cottage, and they don't appear to have any money to speak of. Are they just hoarding the gems away? If so, why? The original fairy tale doesn't have the answers either.
We don't know what we took them for. We dig, 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 dig.
Number 19. What do the predators eat? Zootopia. In this multicultural city, predators and prey animals live together in harmony. As Officer Judy Hopps reveals late in the movie, predators like wolves, lions, and foxes did survive by hunting thousands of years ago, but it's never revealed how they survive now.
You've actually got, there's a,
what?
in your neck, there's,
Here you went, you little Dickens! Oh.
Although we see Officer Clawhauser eating a lot of sugary processed foods, he doesn't seem to be the healthiest character. What do the other predators eat?
Sir, it may be time to consider their biology.
What? What do you mean biology?
They might have overcome their drive to hunt, but they still have the physiology of meat eaters who can't live on carrots and blueberries. Where are they getting their protein? And for that matter, where does the milk come from to make that ice cream?
hello? Excuse me?
Hey, you're gonna have to wait your turn like everyone else, meter maid.
Number 18. Why does Mulan stay in the army? Mulan. After the Huns invade China, the emperor orders every family to send a man for the army. Worried that her elderly father won't survive, Mulan steals his conscription notice and takes his place.
Fa Zhu? The Fa Zhu?
I didn't know Fa Zhu had a son.
He doesn't talk about me much.
At boot camp, she poses as a boy but is unable to keep up with the other trainees, and eventually Captain Li Shang kicks her out. However, instead of quitting, Mulan stays on to prove herself. This decision makes no sense. As far as the army's concerned, the Fa family has fulfilled their obligation. There's no reason Mulan can't just go home, other than the rest of the movie. In fact, why did she have to join in the first place? If unfit soldiers can be sent home, surely her father would have been discharged too.
There are plenty of young men to fight for China.
It is an honor to protect my country and my family.
Number 17. Why don't the villagers know about the Beast? Beauty and the Beast.
What is this place?
Please, steady.
We know it was explained in the 2017 remake, but it's still a plot hole in the original animated film. The Beast's castle is within walking distance of Belle's poor provincial town, yet none of the townspeople seem to know about it. They also don't seem to have noticed that their monarch has been missing for a decade.
He's got her locked in the dungeon. Who? Belle. We must go. Not a minute to lose.
Whoa, slow down, Maurice. Who's got Belle locked in a dungeon?
A beast!
When Maurice shows up telling stories of a fearsome beast, the villagers just assume that he's crazy, and they're shocked when Belle proves the beast is real. And somehow Gaston knows exactly how to find the castle. None of this adds up. Number 16. No one else in the kingdom wears the same shoe size. Cinderella.
But sire, this slipper may fit any number of girls.
We're with the Grand Duke on this one. How is it possible that Cinderella's glass slipper only fits one woman in the entire kingdom? She appears to have pretty tiny feet, but surely she's not the only one who does.
No! Cinderella slipper!
You could argue that the slipper was magically created to be a perfect fit for Cinderella's feet. But if it was such a perfect fit, why did it fall off in the first place? And while we're on the subject, why search for the person that the shoe fits instead of just looking for the person who has the other shoe? That seems like a much more reliable way to make sure you've got the right girl.
I'll have nothing to do with it. You'll try this on every maid in my kingdom. And if the shoe fits, bring her in.
Number 15. Why does Buzz freeze when people are around? Toy Story.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Star Command, come in. Do you read me? Why don't they answer?
Unlike the other toys in Andy's room, Buzz Lightyear believes he's the real deal. He thinks he's an actual space ranger with an important mission to stop Emperor Zurg. So why does he freeze like the other toys when kids are around? He truly seems to think the other toys are aliens on the planet where he's crash-landed.
It looks as though I've been accepted into your culture. Your chief, Andy, inscribed his name on me.
Wow! With permanent ink, too!
It doesn't make sense that he would behave like the other toys when Andy's around. Of course, it would probably ruin the movie if Buzz walked up to Andy and started talking to him. But the creators could have come up with some explanation as to why he doesn't.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
Number 14. Why doesn't Mother Gothel move farther away? Tangled. The king and queen release floating lanterns every year on the princess's birthday, hoping she'll find her way back to them. From her tower deep in the forest, Rapunzel sees the lanterns and is fascinated by them.
You mean the stars.
That's the thing. I've charted stars and they're always constant, but these? They appear every year on my birthday, Mother.
The fact that they only appear on her birthday makes them even more intriguing, and she's desperate to find their source. This turns out to be the catalyst for the entire movie.
Tomorrow evening, they will light the night sky with these lanterns. You will act as my guide, take me to these lanterns, and return me home safely. Then, and only then, will I return your satchel to you.
Why didn't Mother Gothel just move further away where Rapunzel couldn't see the lights? Alternatively, why didn't she tell Rapunzel that she had a different birthday so she wouldn't feel such a connection to them? Her curiosity about the lights inspires her to escape the tower, but it seems like this could have been easily avoided.
Rapunzel, Mother's feeling a little run down. Would you sing for me, dear? Then we'll talk.
Number 13. Are Simba and Nala siblings? The Lion King.
Oh, just look at you two, little seeds of romance blossoming in the savannah.
This one's kinda awkward. There are definitely no male lions in this pride other than Mufasa and Scar.
Is that a challenge?
Temper.
I wouldn't dream of challenging you.
Although no one in the pride seems to want anything to do with Scar, it's theoretically possible that he's Nala's father, meaning she and Simba are at least cousins. But it's much more likely that Mufasa's her father, making the two cubs half-siblings. In real life, all of the cubs in a lion pride are usually related to each other. That's why the young males leave to look for mates elsewhere. No wonder young Simba is grossed out at the thought of marrying Nala.
I can't marry her. She's my friend. Yeah, it'd be so weird.
Number 12. Hercules should become a god before saving Meg. Hercules.
Hercules, if you can prove yourself a true hero on Earth, your godhood will be restored.
A true hero. Great. Exactly how do you become a true hero?
After working the entire movie to regain his divinity, Hercules sacrifices himself to save Meg from the underworld and becomes immortal again. But just moments earlier, Herc faced off against the Cyclops and saved the city without his godlike strength. That was a pretty selfless thing to do, so why didn't it make him a hero?
I've beaten every single monster I've come up against. I'm the most famous person in all of Greece. I'm an action figure.
All of this happened because Hades' minions failed to kill Hercules as a baby, which brings us to another plot hole. Why didn't Hades know that Hercules was still alive?
This might be a different Hercules. Yeah, I mean, Hercules is a very popular name nowadays.
He's surrounded by the souls of the dead all day. Shouldn't he have checked to make sure Herc's soul was down there? That's probably just one of the things Hades wishes he'd done differently.
Memo to me, maim you after my meeting.
Number 11. Why did the fairies bring Aurora home before sunset on her birthday? Sleeping Beauty. Mistress of Evil, Maleficent, isn't happy about being left out of the newborn princess's christening party, and in revenge, she curses the baby.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die.
Fortunately, the good fairies are there to alleviate the curse. They convince the king and queen to let them hide out with the baby in an abandoned cottage until it's safe to return. You would think that means until after her 16th birthday passes, but for some inexplicable reason, they bring her back just before sunset on the fateful day.
This one last gift, dear child, for thee, the symbol of thy royalty, a crown to wear in grace and beauty, as is thy right and royal duty.
Considering how many precautions they've taken up to this point, it seems like a serious oversight. Of course, Maleficent's prophecy is fulfilled. Aurora pricks her finger and falls into a deep sleep. Why couldn't they all have waited just one more day?
And we thought she'd be so happy.
Number 10. Why does the gorilla troop stay at the nest? Tarzan. Silverback gorilla Kerchak makes it clear from the start that he doesn't trust the humans who have just shown up on his shores. He wants the rest of the troop to stay away from them, and for good reason.
Do not let them see you, and do not seek them out.
They mean us no harm, Kerchak.
Tarzan, I don't know that.
But I do. I've spent time with them.
You may be willing to risk our safety, but I'm not.
Tarzan goes behind his back and reveals the location of the gorilla's nest to Jane, her father, and Clayton. Kerchak is furious and immediately chases the strangers away.
Kerchak, I'm sorry.
I asked you to protect our family. And you betrayed us all.
To protect the troop, we would expect him to pack up and move them to a new location, but he doesn't. When Clayton and his men show up to kidnap the gorillas, they're caught totally off guard. This is a bizarre lapse in judgment for the usually overcautious troop leader.
Protect this family and stay away from them.
Number 9. Why doesn't Scar kill Simba, the Lion King? Scar seems only too happy to take out his brother, yet when it comes to Simba, is less inclined to get his paws dirty.
Run away and never return. Kill him.
He knows that the hyenas are incompetent, so why trust them with such an important job? Especially a job they've already failed at once. Why not just kill Simba when he has the chance?
I'm only looking out for the well-being of my favorite nephew.
Yeah, right. I'm your only nephew.
All the more reason for me to be protective.
Fans have come up with all sorts of theories to explain this one. Some have even speculated that Scar can't risk smelling like Simba's blood when he returns to the Pride. But surely he could come up with some kind of explanation. Obviously, Simba has to stay alive for the movie to happen, but it seems like Scar should at least try to kill Simba himself.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Number 8. Why doesn't Charlotte turn into a frog? The Princess and the Frog. Naveen needs to kiss a princess in order to change from a frog back into his human form. Tiana is willing to help him out, but because she's not a princess, when they kiss, she turns into a frog.
I'm green, and I'm slimy.
No, that is not slime.
What?
You are secreting mucus.
Later in the movie, Tiana's best friend Charlotte offers to kiss Naveen. Since her father was crowned Mardi Gras king, she'll be a princess until midnight.
Whoa. Maybe that old clock's a little fast.
Unfortunately, they don't kiss in time, but for some reason, Charlotte doesn't turn into a frog. Instead, her kiss simply has no effect on either of them. Some viewers have speculated that since the evil Dr. Facilier is dead, his magic no longer works. But if that's true, why didn't Naveen and Tiana turn back into humans when he died?
Y'all ain't got the same shit was born with.
Number 7. Why doesn't Woody remember his old owners? Toy Story franchise. In the sequel to the beloved Pixar original, we discovered that Woody is actually a valuable antique.
Everyone knows your name, Woody.
Why, you don't know who you are, do you?
He's based on a TV character from the 50s, meaning that he's probably decades old. This raises an interesting question. Why doesn't he remember his life before Andy? Jessie remembers her former owner Emily, even though it's been years since they were separated.
When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour spent together lives within my heart.
Some fans assume that Woody was passed down to Andy by his father. Although Andy's mom does say that Woody is an old family toy, Woody himself never mentions any owner other than Andy. He's also shocked to learn about his own origins. This leaves us wondering, what happened to Woody between the time he was manufactured and when he became Andy's toy?
2 words. Sputnik. Once the astronauts went up, children only wanted to play with space toys. I know how that feels.
Number 6. Where do Elsa's powers come from? Frozen. We know it was explained in the sequel, but that movie didn't come out until 6 years later, and it doesn't get the original movie off the hook.
Born with the powers or cursed? Born, and they're getting stronger.
The entire story hinges around Elsa's powers and her inability to fully control them. The fact that she's the only person who has these ice powers is also important. It's weird that the movie doesn't even hint at where they come from.
Are you all right?
No.
Did you know?
No.
Yes, lots of people in Disney movies have magic powers, but they're usually witches or sorcerers with a range of magical talents. Elsa's more like X-Men, who was born with one random magical ability, and the movie has no interest in explaining it.
I'm just trying to protect you. You don't have to protect me. I'm not afraid.
Number 5. Why isn't Aladdin a prince? Aladdin. When they first meet, the genie lays out some rules about what kinds of wishes he can grant.
Rule number 1, I can't kill anybody.
Yeah, so don't ask.
Rule number 2, I can't make anybody fall in love with anybody else. You little punum there.
Aladdin's first wish is to be a prince, and Genie turns him into Prince Ali Ababwa. Yet for the rest of the movie, everyone acts like Aladdin is only pretending to be a prince. He refuses to free the genie because he believes he's not really a prince, and the genie doesn't contradict him.
After all, you've lied to everyone else. Hey, I was beginning to feel left out. Now, if you'll excuse me, master.
So is Aladdin a prince or not? And if he's not a real prince, why not? If the genie can turn Jafar into a sultan, we don't get why he can't turn Aladdin into an actual prince.
Well, I feel sheepish.
Number 4. How can Pocahontas speak English? Pocahontas.
Listen with your heart, you will understand.
When John Smith first meets the daughter of the Powhatan chief, there's a bit of a communication barrier. He speaks English and she speaks an Algonquin language. Somehow, by listening with her heart, she's magically able to understand John and speak English with him.
Pocahontas.
What? What did you say?
My name is Pocahontas.
We get it. You want to create a historically inaccurate romance between your two main characters, so they have to be able to talk to each other. The movie doesn't have time to show the long, difficult process of learning a new language, so the filmmakers hand-wave it away with magic. But it's not a real explanation, and it's also rather lazy writing.
You think that, only because you don't know any better.
Wait a minute. Don't take it that... Hey, wait!
Number 3. Why can't Ariel write notes to Eric, the Little Mermaid?
You've got it, sweet cakes. No more talking, singing, zip.
But without my voice, how can I...
You'll have your looks, your pretty face. And don't underestimate the importance of body language.
We know she can write because she signs a legally binding contract that even King Triton can't break. And we know that Ariel and Eric speak the same language because she understands him and they talk to each other at the end. So why is he relying on guessing games and a talking crab to learn her name?
Ariel? Well, that's kind of pretty. Okay. Ariel.
We suppose it's possible that Eric can't read, but the movie never establishes that one way or another. If the creators don't want us nitpicking this plot hole, then don't make it a point to explicitly show us that Ariel can write.
I just don't know what we're going to do with you, young lady.
Daddy, I'm sorry. I just forgot.
Number 2. How old is the Beast? Beauty and the Beast.
The rose she had offered was truly an enchanted rose, which would bloom until his 21st year.
Let's do the math. When the prince is cursed and turns into a beast, the enchantress tells him he must find true love by the time the last rose petal falls. Later, during Be Our Guest, Lumiere reveals exactly how long the curse has been in effect.
10 years we've been rusting, needing so much more than dusting, needing exercise, a chance to use our skill.
That means the prince wasn't even 11 years old when he was cursed. In fact, the sequel, Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas, confirms it. The prince was a young boy when he was put under the spell. That seems like a pretty harsh punishment for a kid who is arguably making a responsible decision by not letting a stranger into his house.
Yes. Awful, isn't it?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Why does Rapunzel's hair lose its power when it's cut? Tangled. The flower retains its magic after it's cut, so why doesn't her hair?
The magic of the golden flower healed the queen.
Why doesn't Tarzan speak with a British accent? Tarzan. Jane is British, and Tarzan learns English from her, so he should have the same accent.
Go see England today, come home tomorrow.
Oh, no. Well, you see, it would be very difficult to come back. Ever.
Why was Quasimodo put in Frollo's care, the Hunchback of Notre Dame? He was ready to kill this baby about 30 seconds earlier.
Care for the child and raise it as your own.
What? I'm to be saddled with this misshapen... Very well.
Why was Stitch in the kennel, Lilo and Stitch? Does anyone actually think this creature's a dog?
When we thought it was dead, it was hit by a truck!
I like him. Come here, boy.
Is Ariel cool with eating seafood? The Little Mermaid. When your best friend is a fish, you probably won't want to snack on them.
Quel dommage, what a loss! Here we go, in the sauce! Now some flour, I think just enough.
Number 1. Why do the glass slippers remain unchanged? Cinderella. After her evil stepsisters destroy her dress, Cinderella's fairy godmother turns the scraps into a gorgeous ball gown. She also changes Cinderella's plain shoes into magical glass slippers, but warns that the enchantment will end at midnight.
Oh, I understand, but it's more than I ever hoped for.
As Cinderella flees the castle, the clock strikes 12, and her coach, horses, and dress all change back, but not the shoes. This is never explained.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything.
Cinderella seems to think the slipper is a gift from her fairy godmother, but if she's capable of casting a permanent spell, why not gift Cinderella something more useful, like a way to escape her terrible living situation? Maybe the entire thing was a plot to get Cinderella together with the prince, but there must be less convoluted ways to accomplish that.
I don't even know your name. How will I find you? Wait! Please wait!
Which plot hole has been bugging you since you first saw the movie? Let us know in the comments.